The Justice Department said it filed charges Monday against Rep. LaMonica McIver, DNJ, alleging she assaulted law enforcement officials this month at an Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Newark. The acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, Alina Habba, made the announcement on X, where she accused McIver of assaulting, impeding, and interfering with law enforcement. McIver called the charges purely political in a statement and said she looks forward, quote, to the truth being laid out clearly in court. Earlier this month, I joined my colleagues to inspect the treatment of ICE detainees at Delaney Hall in my district. We were fulfilling our lawful oversight responsibilities, as members of Congress have done many times before, and our visit should have been peaceful and short. Instead, ICE agents created an unnecessary and unsafe confrontation when they chose to arrest Mayor Baraka, she said. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche backed Habba's statement, writing on X that assaults on federal law enforcement will not be tolerated. Habba also said her office had dropped trespassing charges against Newark Mayor Ras Baraka, a candidate for New Jersey governor, who was arrested on May 9th, the day McIver and 2 other House Democrats were at the facility. After extensive consideration, we have agreed to dismiss Mayor Baraka's misdemeanor charge of trespass for the sake of moving forward, Habba said. Baraka said in a statement that he was glad that charges against him were dismissed. He also said he expected McIver to be vindicated. Congresswoman McIver is a daughter of Newark, past Newark Council president, a former student of mine, and a dear friend. I want to be clear, I stand with LaMonica and I fully expect her to be vindicated, Baraka said. Baraka was arrested during a chaotic scene that involved a protest outside the ICE detention center in Newark, known as Delaney Hall. McIver was one of 3 Democratic members of the New Jersey congressional delegation present who have repeatedly said they were on site to inspect the facility in their capacity as lawmakers conducting federal oversight. Representative Rob Menendez accused ICE agents at a news conference after Baraka's arrest of putting their hands on McIver and Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman. We were assaulted by multiple ICE agents, McIver told reporters at the time. Trump administration officials have accused the lawmakers of storming into the facility. Members of Congress are not above the law and cannot illegally break into detention facilities, Assistant Homeland Security Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said May 9th. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem argued Monday night in a statement on X that a thorough review of the video footage of Delaney Hall and a full investigation by her department supported the charge against McIver. McIver's lawyer, Paul Fishman, called the decision to charge her spectacularly inappropriate. She went to Delaney Hall to do her job. As a member of Congress, she has the right and responsibility to see how ICE is treating detainees. Rather than facilitating that inspection, ICE agents chose to escalate what should have been a peaceful situation into chaos. This prosecution is an attempt to shift the blame for ICE's behavior to Congresswoman McIver, Fishman said in a statement. Federal prosecutors frequently use the assault charge in cases against rioters who assaulted law enforcement at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. President Donald Trump this year pardoned about 1,500 defendants from the attack on the Capitol, including some convicted of assaulting police. The Justice Department under Trump has gone after many of his detractors. Last month, it initiated a probe of Chris Krebs and Miles Taylor, 2 former Trump officials who disputed his 2020 election fraud claims. More recently, the department opened a criminal investigation into New York Attorney General Letitia James, who has overseen several cases against Trump. House Democratic leaders condemned the charges against McIver in a joint statement Monday night, calling them morally bankrupt and saying they lacked any basis in law or in fact. By visiting the detention center in Newark, Rep. McIver and 2 other members of Congress were upholding their oath of office. They didn't assault anyone, but were themselves aggressively mistreated by illegally masked individuals, said House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries of New York and Reps. Catherine Clark of Massachusetts, Pete Aguilar and Ted Lieu of California, and Joe Neguse of Colorado